It's time to start cleaning up some raised beds, and the first one I'm going to do is this here. This is my asparagus. Obviously, look at the size of this one from last year. It's still sort of pliable, obviously dead or going to die, but I need to clean this out and get it ready for the shoots that are coming, like this one here, because you can see they're already coming. So I need to go ahead and take care of that. And here's another one down here. Oh man, even one over here. So I'll need to pick that out carefully, and I'll toss some more mix on top of this and make sure the irrigation is up to speed. So no time to waste on this. I'm going to take this new growth as a definitive sign that our single digit vortex this year. We got down into the low teens a few times and even in the single digits. But the raised bed asparagus came through unprotected, other than maybe the fence. So yeah, it works nicely. It seems to work nicely. We'll know even more as the season comes on. So I've got some damage here, probably from mice, but I'm not sure. So I need to replace this particular line of the two, and then we'll do a test on it when we test all of them, but I'll water it by hand until the whole system's up and running. So some may be wondering why I didn't just chop and drop all that asparagus ferns, the dyed asparagus ferns, and the reason is because some of the plants in here produce female, some of the plants in here were female and they produce seed. If I didn't remove those particular seeded stalks or ferns, then it would propagate more females, and females are nowhere near as robust as males, like this, like here. Millennial, most asparagus are preferred spears are males. So yeah, this asparagus, the millennial asparagus, is very, very robust for sure, and I'm looking forward to this season. Now I'll put some more stuff on top after I replace this line, and I'll show you the final outcome. Ready to be watered in. You may be wondering where I get the mix from and how I did it. I didn't create the mix particularly for this bed this time. What I do is I reuse potted plants. In this particular case, the tomatoes that were in the grow room here, and I just reuse this, and then as I need new potted plants, I create fresh for the potted plants. And so all the raised beds, like they were initially filled with, it's leftover potted mix that I put in for the lazy garden or the winter grow room or wherever. So most of the time that mix is 1/3 perlite, 1/3 peat moss sphagnum, and 1/3 aged rice hulls. It does really, really well, and that's what I'm topping off the beds with, is the older potting mix from the containers.